Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first in a series that we will aptly be calling "Piano for Guitar Players." Now, let's get the important things out of the way, okay? I've been playing the piano for 3.5-ish years now. Does that put me in a position where I'm qualified to teach the piano? In my opinion, absolutely not, which is why we're not here to learn how to play the piano. I know that sounds crazy, you might be confused by what I'm saying there, but allow me to explain a little bit. So, there are lots of different approaches to an instrument, the ethos that sits behind why we play an instrument, and more importantly, how we play an instrument. Now, if you think of a concert pianist, they play the piano, okay? We're not here to do that. We're not here to necessarily talk about technique. We're not here to necessarily deal in the exercises that would make you a better concert pianist. Absolutely not. You could kind of think of it in the guitar world as the equivalent of teaching open chords, okay? So, to teach somebody to do the singer songwriter approach on the guitar, they wouldn't necessarily need to learn the notes of the strings or, to be able to sight read or anything like that. So, what we're actually approaching here is how to deal with the piano from more of an arranger's perspective, or just the skills that you would need on the piano to be able to tackle some good music theory books, or to be able to help yourself with ear training, because of course that's the big one for me, helping with your transcription and all that stuff. If you end up developing beyond that and then, developing the ability to play a little bit, then fantastic, but that's not the focus. Happy to talk about what I've learned, but yeah. So this is really me just kind of sharing my perspective as a guitar player, somebody who's played the guitar for 20 years and who has then, as a professional musician, taken to the piano. So showing you what I've learned, how I've learned it, and the best way I've found to approach these things if you are a guitar player. So let's start out with something very, very simple. What is this? What do we have in front of me? You may notice I've got my keyboard on screen. I've got a digital keyboard on screen. We've got some notation and chords will pop up when I play chords. But at its core, you may notice that my keyboard is actually shorter than the digital keyboard, and that's because I'm not actually playing a full size keyboard here. Again, not looking to be a pianist necessarily. This is my Nord Piano 5. This is a 71 key keyboard, I believe. That feels about right. Is it 73? Sorry, it's 73. Yeah, 73 key keyboard. Now, a full grand piano would have 88 keys. But what I'm getting at here is you don't need 88 keys in order to be able to work on the piano. You don't need 88 keys in order to be able to get to grips with chord voicings, scales, and how things fit together. So, right off the bat, if you're working with a keyboard which has fewer keys than that, even going down to as low as 61, even maybe a 48, you can probably get by with a 48 key keyboard. You should be absolutely fine. So, what shall we talk about today? Well, I think the first thing to consider is just being able to confidently find notes. Now, many of you are going to hear me saying this and go, well, that feels like a very basic lesson, Levi. Yes, this is a very basic lesson, but we have to make sure we're all at the same level, if that makes sense. So I need to make sure, just breeze through these things very quickly to make sure we are all, on the same level as each other. So if I deal in what we have here, we have white keys and black keys. We're not going to worry so much about finger dexterity at this stage. Anytime we play a white note on the piano, we're playing a natural note. So a C, a D, an E, and anytime we're playing a black key, we're playing a flat or a sharp. So, using our knowledge of if this, therefore this, if this is a C, we should be able to deduce that going to this black key, a semitone higher than C, is going to be C sharp. Or in this particular case, because of my key set as a C major, you'll see it read as a D flat. So C to D flat. If I go from this D flat, move up a semitone, we're going to go from D flat to D. D is going to move up to E flat. E flat will move up to E. Of course, there is no E sharp or F flat, so E is going to move up a semitone to F. F will move up a semitone, G flat, so on and so forth. Now, the first and most important aspect of this is being able to identify where notes live, okay? Where notes live. So, I've seen lots of different approaches to teaching this. The old kind of just brutal memory, it feels like the way I did it, but the Sean Wilson piano teaches that these three black keys here are the house, and these two white keys here, outside of your house, you have the dog's house. And what do you find inside of the dog's house? You find the dog. That's our D. So inside of our doghouse is the D, and outside of the doghouse is the C, the cat. Silly way of approaching it, but if you're an absolute beginner, that will absolutely work. What I want you to drill in these early stages of just getting to grips with the piano keyboard is just being able to find that C note. So we're just looking for any place where we have two black keys, any place where there's two black keys, the note to the left of those two black keys is always going to be a C. So taking some time, getting familiar, finding C on your piano. So, and well, a little bit further than that, if we go specifically to this C that's right in the middle of that keyboard, right in the middle of your piano, this note we'll always refer to as middle C. Now, a little bit about notation. I can read. I am a fluent reader on the guitar. My reading on the piano is much, much weaker, and despite having played for 3 years, it's not a skill that I have ever sat down and really tried to develop on the piano. I was going to say I don't think it's a skill that you need. Actually, I'll stick with that. It's not a skill you need. But if you are going to be looking at music theory books, you are going to have to be able to deal with the idea of processing notation and being able to decipher the note that's written in the notation and then finding that note on your keyboard. So we need to have a reference, and our reference is always going to be that middle C. We see things in relation to that middle C. Now, if we look at the notation, you can see when I play that middle C, this middle C is one line below the treble clef. So that's our middle C. And as I start moving down, we move down into that bass clef. So that middle C is, I kind of don't like the way the notation is organised there. In a well-written system of notation, this middle C would be right between the two of them because it is the connecting note, that middle C. So from there, just dealing in white keys, we should be able to look to any white key and be able to deduce what that note is. So if I looked at this key, well, unfortunately the notation has already told me that that's a G, but we could C, D, E, F, G. If I picked another note, this note, I know that this is a C. I can go C, D, E, F. And I'm just using one finger, right? C, D, E, F. What about this note? How am I going to work out that that's an A? C, B, A. I'm just working down my alphabet. Or C, D, E, F, G, A. This note, C, D, E, F, G. This note, C, D, E. This note, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. The more time we spend with this, the more time we focus on looking for notes and finding what they're called, the better you're going to get at being able to decipher music notation when you look at it. So in this first lesson, I just want to be dealing in those early white key notes. So what I want you to do is I'm going to put up some notation with this routine for you to look at. And when looking through that notation, you simply have to find that note on your keyboard. Now, in order to keep things nice and easy, the lowest note I'm going to play is going to be middle C. So all of our notes, if you look at the notation, are going to be ascending up around that treble clef. So those are the only notes we're going to be dealing with. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. So we're just looking for those notes. So that's going to be our first look at piano playing for guitarists. Get to work, and I will see you for the next video soon. Laters.